Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. So, I did a reading this weekend at a store. I do readings for locally, and I was just thinking it was kind of nice. So, I think I'm gonna do another closure reading. So, what I'm gonna do is I drew three cards, so you can pick, but I think what I plan on doing is these will be like the description of the person. So if you want to listen to that first, or if you just want to pick between Scorpion, Peacock, and Horse, that's fine too. Um, so I'm gonna read the book for like definition, but initial impression of um, these Scorpion, Scorpio. I think this is the water elements symbol, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer or a Pisces. I could be wrong, but Scorpio should be it. Um, but I just thought like backstabber, maybe someone really aggressive, just like off of the initial look at this. Now, these could be different people you're dealing with. You may only be interested in one pile, and maybe potentially this could be different aspects of one person, right? The peacock to me, it just has like, you know, um, I think if I understand peacocking right, it's like where like you show out going out trying to get people's attention by looking flashy and all that, and for some reason I just kind of got like this is the person who puts in that either superficial effort or that first impression effort, and then it's like okay, where to go, you know what I mean? Like they don't really put in any effort afterwards. I'm guessing this is the air symbol with peacock being a bird. So, well, I'll look at when I'm going through the book more. But if I'm right, I'm pretty sure peacock would be air and horse would be earth. So, for air, that'd be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It doesn't have to be, though. And then horse, earth being Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But I actually made this goofy video on TikTok earlier talking about like horsecock. Um, I'm just kind of like, this may be, because I mean, let's face it, hopefully we're all adults on this channel. If you're a child watching me, like, you probably shouldn't. Um, because, I don't do like a lot of sex ratings, but sometimes it goes there. But anyway, I just thought that this has like that lustful thing to it, but also I was thinking about just because of and it may just because of that dumb reading I did earlier, it made me think of that. But with the horse, what I thought of after my little joke I did, um, I was thinking that this could be somebody like on a more serious note, this could be somebody that like pushes your boundaries, because when I think of horses I think of like back when I was dating my ex-wife, we would try to help take care of her little sister's horse, and when we would walk out there the horse would like test boundaries and start like pushing on us to see if we would push back, basically, or if we would be pushovers. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I thought of when I saw that horse. Now, I'm going to read from the book and see if those descriptions fit better for you, but maybe those initial impressions, fit. So anyway, okay. I'm gonna start with horse. I'm kind of going out of order, but horse is the one I just went straight to horse. So momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. Kind of makes sense when you think of like stallions. The horse represents, oh, so this could be someone with commitment issues because, like, you have to break a stallion, right? Sorry. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck, and it provides us with momentum, so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back toward any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice, physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus. Meditation are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. When in balances, when in balance, achieves anything, never gives up. When out of balance, runs away, feels weak. So that could be the commitment issues that I was kind of going off on. I was like, man, I kind of didn't agree with that. To bring into balance, strength training. So let's see. Okay, Scorpio is not water, or Scorpion's not water, because apparently an upside down triangle is water. That's interesting. But the horse is Earth. I guess I just thought of Scorpio because of Scorpion. Well, while I'm right here. Okay, the Peacock was air, but Scorpion's actually fire. So that could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, potentially. Okay, I need to get to. I guess that makes sense because it's a creature of the desert or grassland. Okay, let me pause while I get to the next person. Okay, so I found Scorpion. So passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The Scorpion is passionate and determined creature. I missed an A in there, whatever. Their career is very important to them, as are a few selective friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heart heat festers, and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. So maybe this was someone who wasn't over their ex, but doesn't have to be. Just throwing stuff out there. The Scorp, or maybe this was someone who just could not forgive you for something, like your apology just was not good enough. Maybe they repeatedly brought up the past, like you guys would be good, and then just all of a sudden, bam, like, remember when you did that shit? Like, you know what I mean? Um, so the Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, wild and free, fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, unresolved. To bring into balance, honesty, forgiveness. So I'm guessing a lot of this, I I don't know why I'm pulling to the negative so much on these people, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm kind of feeling like they were out of balance, so they have that jealous, resentful, unresolved stuff going on. Um, who's left? I haven't read for the Peacock yet, so you guys can pick between, and I am gonna have stamps in the description, so you can just skip this if you want. But I did get to the Peacock, so inner beauty, compassion, a simulator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It is easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self or others. When in balance, confident, kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations. So this could be someone who ran away a lot from conflict, to bring into balance meditation on navel. This, you know, the peacocks, just reading this energy, Now, this could be someone who ran away from conflict, like I said. Haven't read the cards or anything yet, so, but part of me is just like, maybe this is someone who just like, they were just ready to move on because that's what they felt was right between you and them. They were looking for other experiences and like literally meant no harm. But that may not be for everyone. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get into the card part where we're going to talk about your closure and all that. So I need to get a better setup. Sorry for the shaky camera. So let's start with the Scorpion. I think I'm gonna go Scorpion, Peacock, Horse, and just in that order. And I will have the timestamps. So this is kind of interesting, and I believe that the Scorpio, I keep saying Scorpio, the Scorpion. I mean, we do have Scorpio on the board. Let's go over the signs real quick. So we have Gemini, Cancer, we have Pisces, we have Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces again, Sagittarius, and Aries again. So I do think that there was a strong connection between you two that like they were really sure about. They know they felt the connection. So if you're doubting that, then don't doubt it. It was real. Like they wanted to be here. Like they probably said a lot of romantic things. Like I'm hearing soulmate. Like it. And just because I'm saying soulmate doesn't mean that you have to be with them. It's just someone that you were meant to be with at that moment in time. So they were moving into this relationship. They were moving forward, but at the same time of moving forward with you, maybe you can see some of the cards. It's just not the best. At the same time of moving forward with you with this hangman, they're also waiting in suspension, trying to figure out the reasons, the why, and I think that attachment to figuring out why was so strong, that addiction, that need to understand why they fell apart. Like they couldn't find their peace. They like this was a control issue on theirs. They couldn't let go of this. Like I don't think they've got closure, which is funny how they didn't get closure. Now you're seeking closure from this. Basically, they were such a mess over this breakup. So that yes, they did see the potential in you, but they were still willing to walk away because of how much of a pull this was to them, how much of an addiction it was to them. That's probably something that just ran through their mind all the time, like why? Something they could not let go of. You probably heard about this a lot if this was that strong. Like, and I think they got in the way of their own happiness here, really. I think there was emotional fulfillment here, but they didn't see it because they were so stuck in their head with their own anxiety and depression over losing like a past special connection that they really didn't see what they had with you and how they were losing another one, basically. So it's really not you here. Like there's so many like this was a special connection to them card. They did see you as like meaningful. We have the 10 of coins here. You know, 10 of coins. Like we have the family, we have the lovers. Like this is what they wanted. We have the 10 of cups. There was emotional fulfillment here. I just don't think they really, as sad as it is, with this craving to understand why, which is where you may be right now. They kind of let go of a situation that was actually fulfilling them that they probably didn't even recognize as fulfilling them. They probably didn't recognize how much they enjoyed the relationship with you. Be like this really feels like self-sabotage and maybe not even knowing it, just destruction because of needing to know the answer, needing to know why, to an extent of just wrecking this. And now I will say when I was looked at the tower and the moon, this does feel like the reason why this person is so hung up on this may have been a divorce. If it wasn't a divorce, it does kind of feel like there was an expectation of the previous relationship to be like for the rest of their life. So I think that is why they're so hung up on what happened and not really getting the closure out of it. Um, so I don't know. I hope this helps. It really seems like it's more about them than you. So I was thinking about, I sometimes put in advice on this, but I was just thinking about my reading and like I asked if they wanted advice and they were like, no, I just needed to hear the closure. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. You guys can let me know in the comments if you would have liked advice and I can adjust it in the future because I kind of like this reading. I kind of like trying to help people like this. Um, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the Peacock. I hope this helped you guys. This one's kind of sad. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, hopefully you guys, I know I'm trying to get closure for you guys, and we always want the other person to be the bad guy, but sometimes people are just people living out experiences, and not everyone just wants to hurt people. I mean, I don't even know if people that hurt people want to hurt people. Sometimes they just hurt themselves, you know? But this just kind of has like an energy of to protect themselves. Like, legit, the Seven of Swords is out here, and I don't feel like it's deception or lying. I feel like it's to protect themselves. They have to put on the life of the party. They have to be fun. They have to be like, oh, we have to go do all these things. We have to have all these amazing experiences. I will show you the world, damn it. Like, we're going to do all these new things. Oh my God, I love you so much. They have to be over the top or they're going to be lonely. Like, that is how it feels like. They have to be caring, they have to be nurturing, they have to just give and give and give to people in their environment so that they enjoy their environment. But I don't know if they realize how draining that is to them. But at the same time, it's like they continue, I think they're reflecting on their past actions right now because they do like to surround themselves with options, maybe people to not feel lonely, but they still feel alone in the middle of that. I don't know why that just went word vomit, but I do, but at the same time, whatever. So it's funny. This person seems to be consistently working on their goals. And I think they want to be able to take care of people. They want to be able to show the nurturing, caring side of them. They want to be successful. But at the same time, it's like, for some reason, I feel like they don't know who they want to take care of. It's interesting. Um, so these three kind of came out together, and this kind of felt like they're toxic, but they know they're toxic and they're working on it. But I don't know if I quite want to put it toxic, but I think they're trying to find the balance. And this may be part of the past issues. Like, they are either like way too attached, like all in at an unhealthy standpoint, like way too soon to be all in, all chips on the table, like way too attached to one person. Um, and maybe just in general, way too attached to one person, or just so detached and just being like, so is the door closing? Like, do I need to go somewhere else? Like, am I walking through this other door? I don't know what side was presenting to you, but it seems like it's like one or the other, and they're trying to find the balance between the two. And like, this was a lot about them. I just want to point that out. So I was kind of like, oh shit, I should get something about you specifically. So you are them, since these are general readings. I have water, I have fire signs, I have Leo specifically, we have Taurus, Capricorn, we have Capricorn 3 times. Aquarius, we have Libra, we have water signs again. So when I look at you, this is the card that came out. I think you brought them a lot of comfort during a hurtful time, because what comes before the 4 of Swords is the 3 of Swords, which is like 3 swords stabbing the heart, right? So I think you brought them a lot of peace and comfort, and your presence was just really appreciated. And I think when I saw this card, I just saw like an immature love move, like they wanted to be in love with you. So that's why they like came on to you and did all this. I do feel like this was romantic. Um, when I feel like what they really wanted was a friend. So I do feel like if there's bad blood between you guys, like because of a breakup, if you're upset about the breakup, um, I think they really appreciate what you brought to their life. I think they have a lot of issues. Something about this reading seems like they're already reflecting on their issues and trying to become a better version of themselves. I don't know what it is that's telling me that. The Six of Cups can kind of be like a past reflection type of energy, so maybe that. But something about it, and of course, the world is cycles. Maybe they're ending cycles, but there's just something here that just really. And of course, I'm an intuitive reader, so I don't need to sit here and. But I'm just like, there's something about it that just feels like they're really focused on their mental health and trying to become a better version of themselves. And I don't think they wish you any ill will. In fact, I think it's quite the opposite. They're really grateful that you were in their life. Like they actually have a lot of love towards you. I actually think with this card and how this set up, I think they think of you as like, damn, should have been a friend. Um, I actually think I may draw on this like advice on reaching out for friends, just in case any of you are like, maybe I would like to be friends with them after hearing this. But I think for some of you guys, this would have been better off as friendships. They see it that way, and they're kind of upset that they lost a friend in you. So let's see. I asked how would friendship go, and we literally got the victory card, the success card. So, if this is resonating with you and you're interested, the Ace of Swords, maybe you need a little clarity. Maybe this brings the clarity you need. I think we pretty much got all the elements here. I think yeah, because this would be air now. The only earth sign we didn't hit was Virgo. But so it could literally be anyone. But I'm just sitting here thinking, like, if you wanted to be friends, I think it would end up being a good friendship, basically. Potentially with you wanting like closure out of this, it could be a little bumpy at first, but yeah, I just feel warm and fuzzy and appreciative and like just in a really good state of like loving energy here. Just sitting here thinking about this energy, thinking about like you two. I think it's just like a really good place of appreciation for the relationship that you guys had. So I do kind of like, I feel like this would be a good friendship. Now, of course, it's up to you. Just because I said it would be a good friendship doesn't mean you have to pursue it. Of course, you have your own free will, you have your own life. Like, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm putting it out there. I am putting it out there. So let's go ahead and we're going to move on to the horse. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it helped. Okay, so while I'm looking for a card that flipped over, I swear it was the Two of Cups. We have two cards that flipped out. We have the Six of Coins and the Ace of Swords. So could be dealing with an air sign. It's kind of funny that I swear I saw a Two of Cups flip over and now it's hiding. So it's like, did they try to offer commitment and then it's just like, oh, no, no, then like really shy away? Was there a moment like that where it's like, it's almost like they were joking about a relationship with you? Like, haha, I was just kidding. Something like that, like something annoying like that, or maybe you did. Sorry, no, I said what I said. I guess like that does sound kind of annoying, but it just kind of seems like so with the Six of Pentacles, one of you really helped the other. Like starting out, um, it was a helping hand while the other was kind of down, and I feel like the helping hand was helping out with new ideas, being going into the Ace of Swords, helping seeing a new way, like a new way of doing things, a new. Um, Man, I heard something when that card came out. I was too stuck on trying to find the Two of Cups, but that's funny. Five of Cups, and there's two behind you. So, it's a rebound. It's a rebound. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Because it's just like someone was really focused on all the pain, on all the sorrow, on sadness in general, depression. But this could be a loss of like a relationship. Just not really ready to get over it, and then it's just like, hey, bam, hey, there's something going on right here. Like, come on, you want me. Um, and it's funny that the Two of Cups, I'm still on that Two of Cups, just kind of disappear. You know what popped up? The Four of Cups. So maybe it was like initially rejected, and with the Two of Swords, because really, well, I'm just not really sure what I want right now. I mean, I really don't, I just don't know, and it's probably because of all the heartbreak coming before. Now, this could, with the Wheel of Fortune, this could just be them. They just ended a cycle and they weren't quite ready to start another one, or this there's something about cycles here. So this could just be something that was a regular conversation between you two, and it's just like, okay, well, how are you feeling about it now? And it's just like, I'm not really ready. I'm not. And I don't know, this is where it kind of gets like, you have to respect that they're not ready for a relationship, but were you just really attached, or were they leading you on? Like, what's that energy? Like, what's that energy? Because right now, I'm assuming that you're the person who really wanted them and they kept turning you down. So, what's this energy then? Because if they kept saying no because, well, I mean, there would be a tease because the Two of Cups did kind of tease me. So maybe they did kind of. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups and Nine of Swords, I think there was a lot of anxiety revolving around them dating other people, around them having other options. Either that or they just could. Either that or they really had analysis paralysis when it came to choosing the right person, because they're just like, well, is this really what I want? What do I want? What does what does love even look like? That's what it kind of felt like. I felt like saying. So I feel like that could be either or. So with that King of Pentacles, the thing I just wanted to come out is, I think it was hard for them to focus on emotions with all of this going on. Just thinking about it just caused them a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. So it was just easier for them to focus on money, on their job, on their wealth, on creating something. So I think that is what they chose to do. They chose to put their efforts into bettering their business, into or their job or whatever, getting promoted. They worked hard to get the bag, you know? Could be dealing with a Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, air sign. Don't have to be, though. Okay, now this is interesting, though, because we have the Four of Swords. So you may have ended up talking them into some sort of relationship. Okay. With the I said Four of Swords. With the Four of Wands and the World, I kind of feel like as soon as you guys established some sort of foundation, like you guys had some sort of commitment, like you guys were going somewhere, because there is like a marriage here on the Four of Wands, and I'm not saying that you guys got married. I am kind of like, so as soon as there's some foundation, as soon as there's some commitment, it seems like they're like, I might go ahead and bounce now. I don't know that this is what I want. You know, I'm in between cycles right now. I think I'm gonna go start another cycle somewhere else. It just kind of seems like they really didn't want to put a label on it, and once the label got there, because they were never really sure. So what kept them? I feel like this is on them. This is their own inability to cope with the sadness. I think this is really them, from what I'm getting. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn or Aquarius. Don't have to be. But what was the? So there was. I think they fantasized about like this knight in shining armor, love story, romantic fairy tale moment that just would just bleed success in like romance that just never clicked, that just never happened. Like it just never felt like soulmate. They may have been the type of person that just talked about soulmate. Like, okay, but like they were just waiting on the moment that that huge spark that you would just know type of thing, and they just never knew with you. They were interested, but they just never knew. And the thing about it is, like, I'm seeing cycle cards, so as I'm saying, I do think this is a cycle with them. As soon as they get an offer that can be potentially good, they walk away from it because it's intimidating without this feeling, without this success, without this like parade feeling, like just this, they want this like overwhelming moment of clarity that is just like in the love stories, in the fairy tales, in the romance stories. You know what I'm talking about. Just the over the top yes moment that just never happened. So anytime something that could be long term, could be really successful, that they may actually want to invest a lot of time into, and that someone else would want to invest a lot of time into them, they walked away after when it got real. I think they have a cycle, because there are two cycles, Car. I think this is a cyclical thing, and this could potentially be you. Be a cyclical thing, but since we're getting your closure, I just think this is a thing. They walk away, even knowing that walking away would be hard, even knowing that it would hurt them to walk away. They rather walk away and feel the pain, feel the heartbreak, feel the loneliness, than continue to put in work, effort, invest their time and energy into a situation that just doesn't have that over the top firework moment. I feel like the reading just ended there. So it's really not you. It's this being lost in fantasy thing, because yeah, I was gonna be like, is there any more we could do? And like this celebration card came out, so Yeah, they want something they can raise a glass about, that all their friends would like cheer for, that it's like that giddy scream thing. Like they just really want that. And it's not happening. And that's a little bit of a disappointment to them. Will that happen? I don't know. Maybe they're setting unrealistic standards. Maybe they don't love themselves enough. Maybe they're really expecting someone else to fulfill them, and that's maybe they're waiting on someone else so they can be happy. That's kind of what it feels like, honestly. That's why they need this over the top, I'm finally going to be happy for the rest of my life moment. Um, so that's kind of why, even when things are good, even when things could be successful, even when it's a relationship that could be long term, that they really enjoy and that they would want to invest in, that they see the potential in, without that overwhelming firework moment. Sorry, I interrupted myself with a thought of they're dead on the inside. This could be a person. You could be dealing with a really depressed person, um, who's just like really. This it's kind of sad that this person could just be really reaching for any type of bliss, and it seems like they're reaching for it externally constantly. um, I don't know why I'm getting substance abuse, but that kind of makes sense with this type of energy, this type of personality, because there's like a desperation to feel good. I feel like I really have to go into this person right now, not because I'm trying to make them out to a bad person. I really think this person needs healing. I think it's just to really try to make you have closure, because I don't want you to blame yourself. I think I've said all I can say. I think we're done. I hope this helped. This feels kind of sad. Um, yeah. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you guys for watching. Any likes would really be appreciated, like supporting my channel and all that. I'm also on TikTok if you guys want to watch those.